These Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless Earbuds are definitely the best sounding earbuds on the market right now in 2019. Everyone's saying good things about them. But however, there are 3 things you definitely need to know about before buying, and then there are 4 things that you love about them if you do buy them. What's up friends, it's Mike again. Welcome back to another tech review where I find awesome things to simplify your life. Now this review is meant to give you the best sides of both arguments to help you decide whether or not these are the right fit for you. Most people only watch the first part of the video and start hating on it, but I suggest you watch the entire thing to get a good perspective. And I know we're going to cover a lot of things about these earbuds, so I'm going to post the timestamps in the description below for your convenience, and everything that's said in this video is my opinion only. So if this video has helped you in any way at all, remember to like and subscribe to support the channel, and without further ado, let's get right into it. The main thing that really frustrates me about these earbuds can be summed up in 3 words: crappy user experience. If you're using this across multiple devices, especially different operating systems, you're gonna get super frustrated at connecting it to the right device. So in my experience, it's always been like,
power on, connected.
And I'm like, oh, that was fast. Oh wait, it's not playing. Ah, shit. These earbuds cannot sync to multiple devices even though it uses Bluetooth 5.0. And I'm not sure why it doesn't do that, because both my Jabra 65Ts and my Bose QC35-2s can do that. With these, you can simultaneously sync up to 8 devices, and whenever I pick up a device like my iPad or MacBook or my phone and play audio from it, it plays seamlessly without me having to alter my Bluetooth settings. However, these earbuds don't do that. When you take them out of the case and plug them into your ear, it connects right away, but only to your last connected Apple device. And yes, it does seem to favor connecting to Apple devices for some reason. I don't know why. It always seemed to connect back to my laptop or my iPad instead of my Note 8, even though this was my last connected device. And at first I'm like, oh okay, it's not a big deal. I'm just gonna go in my Bluetooth settings and connect these Sennheiser earbuds. But you know what? It doesn't work like that. With both my Apple and Android devices, I need to disconnect it completely from my iPad or my MacBook first before I can connect it to my phone. And then the connection will be opened up to be paired to the device that I actually want it to. This is especially frustrating when my iPad or my MacBook is in my backpack and I can't get access to it. Like when I'm commuting or when I'm in the car. And the second thing that's really frustrating are the touch controls. Now my viewers already know that I'm not a fan of touch controls because when you tap them, it may sound like this. And it's just a bit irritating to some people. But this time it's really the program touch commands that make you go like, why? Now on the screen you should see the touch commands for both the left and right earbuds. The first thing you should pay attention to is how you control the volume. You do this by holding down the left earbud to decrease the volume and the right to increase, and because of this, there's no way for you to adjust your volume precisely. You just need to hold it down and hope to God that it has stopped at the right volume, or else you're gonna look like this for like 30 seconds. So instead, I do use my phone to adjust my volume now. And yes, you can use one earbud by itself, but only the right one because this houses the microphone. But however, when you're using only one earbud to make phone calls, you cannot turn the volume down because you don't have your left earbud on. Now this isn't really a big deal for me because when I make calls, I always have my cell phone in my hand anyways, but for some people who leave their phone on the table and walk around talking, that may be a problem. The other thing is that the voice assistant is activated by a single tap, and you might be like, huh, that's really convenient. But in actual use, it's very annoying. Because to activate transparent hearing, it takes 2 taps on your right earbud, and sometimes, because of touch controls, it misses the second tap, and that's why it activates the voice assistant instead. And some people in my previous comments are like, oh man, this guy doesn't know how to use tech, or this guy should stay away from tech, or oh man, this guy needs new fingers. And really, I'm pretty sure I know how to use my fingers on these touch controls. It's just the nature of touch controls, they're not accurate the whole time, and you get things like this that happen. Another important note is that at this price, I really expected it to have noise cancellation, but it just doesn't. Instead, it uses passive noise isolation, which just means you got 2 pieces of plastic in your ear, blocking out the sounds naturally. And really, I would say it blocks out 65 to 75% of the surrounding sounds. So you still hear the street sounds, the bus sounds, the airplane sounds when you're listening to music, and it's really not that big of a deal, but you still notice it, and it disappears a bit after you turn the volume up. The third and final thing is that you need to consider the alternatives. On the market, there are earbuds like the Jabra 65Ts, the Bose Sound Sport 3, and the Sony noise cancelling earbuds as well, and they're all around $100 to $150 cheaper. Now with $100 less with these earbuds, you're gonna get simultaneous Bluetooth pairing and a more water resistant housing designed more specifically for sports, and if you go with the Sonys, there's noise cancellation. And so the only reason you're gonna pay a premium for these are because of these reasons. Of all the earbuds that I've seen out there so far and tried, the design and build quality of this is truly spectacular. spectacular. Starting with the case, it's housed by a cloth-like material. It's very hipster, but my only concern is that it's gonna get stained and dirty. But meh, not a big deal. It uses a magnetic closure to open and close the case. This is pretty nice because it holds it pretty securely and there's no hooks or anything, so it's very durable. It's not gonna break on you. It also holds your earbuds inside magnetically so that it doesn't fall out. And after using other earbuds, I find this feature to be very useful because when you're in the car or when you're walking and when you're trying to put them in, they might actually bounce out of the case and fall to the ground. So this makes it very, very secure. And yes, the case does use a USB Type-C port for charging, and I find that really convenient because I can charge both my earbuds and my phone, and heck, even my laptop with only one wire. And you might be like, huh, millennials and their USB Type-Cs, but no, it's a real thing. Would you actually want to carry this many cables around when you only really need this one cable? I didn't think so. And now is a good time to mention that your earbuds battery life will last you 4 hours per charge, and by putting them inside the case to charge, it'll give you 2 more charges for a total of 12 hours. Now, in my experience, 4 hours is more than enough because really I don't think you're gonna use it for more than 2 or 3 hours at a time. Well, at least I don't for my commutes. And if you do use them for that long, I suggest you using headphones. They're a lot more comfortable, but you know, it's a bit bulky. And with the earbuds themselves, you'll see that it's a very, very minimalist design. They're made of all plastic, but however, it doesn't feel cheap at all. It looks very good, it's not too big, it fits in my ears very well, and it doesn't stick out too much. And overall, I think it has quite a professional look to it. It's not too sporty, it's not too over the top, it's just right. And talking about using them for a long time, the comfort on this is amazing. It comes with a few plastic tips, and the tip sits right outside your ear canals, so it's not intrusive. You don't have to jam it all the way in your ear. And it's important to note that when you put it on, it uses that as leverage and also the top of your ear here to hold it in. This is important because when you're running or jogging, some people hear what I like to call body sounds when they're walking or running, and those sounds are actually because it's taking in the vibrations from your movements. But in this case, because it's only hinged at the very top versus on the bottom, there's a lot less of those sounds. I can definitely say these are secure. And here's a stability test for you guys. They're still here. Kind of messed up my hair. And if you're gonna be using these for sports, running, they're rated at IPX4, so if it rains or there's a little splash, it's gonna be fine as long as you don't drop them in water. And while comfort is important, I know you guys are waiting for the sound. And oh man, sound would definitely be the #1 reason why you would buy these. The sound is what you would expect from Sennheiser. The bass is really smooth and warm, the mids are really rich, and the treble is so crisp. You can really hear and experience the sound separation and the detail and how 3D it is. Clarity and detail are the things that stand out the most of these earbuds. I've been hearing things in my music that I haven't heard in any other headphones. And man, I can even dare to say they sound better than my Bose QC35-2s. You can also use the equalizer in the app to customize your sound and enhance your experience. And man, it's pretty simple to use, and I have to say it makes a ton of difference. And it's important to note that once you set it, it actually saves it in your earbuds, so when you switch to another device, it keeps its equalizer settings. These earbuds use a super low latency connection, and that's why there's little to no signal noise at all. And I think that's what really helps with the clarity and the crispness. And also, because of this, when you actually get connected to the device that you want to, the connection is super stable, super strong. I've never had any disconnects or any statics, and there's just no lag when I'm streaming to these with my devices. I use them a lot for watching YouTube, Netflix, and gaming on my phone and iPad. And I can say that all the libs, all the graphics and everything are synced perfectly. Another important feature is the transparent hearing or the ambient sound mode, where the mic takes the sound from your surroundings and replicates them inside your earbud, so that you're aware of your surroundings. And really, this is the most natural ambient sound that I've ever heard, because with the mics you would usually hear a bit of tinniness or a bit of signal noise. But in this case, it just sounds like exactly what's outside, and really it's like I'm not even wearing anything, except that the volume is a bit lower because obviously I got things stuck in my ear. And really, I think the ambient sound mode is better than my Jabra 65Ts and my Sony 1000X M3s, except this is a bit louder. But regardless, that's saying quite a bit about how good this is. So I do think it's a really important feature if you're running or jogging or when you're outside in the airport, or if you want to eavesdrop on someone's conversation. And last but not least, I did not forget about you business folks. The call quality on this is sweet. And by sweet, I mean it's better than all these headphones right here. Although these are really high-class headphones, the mics on them do not have voice isolation. And what that means is that when you're on calls and the mic is activated, it takes in all the surrounding sounds as well as your voice, so it's really hard to hear you from the other side. But the mics on this does have voice isolation, and it uses the mic specifically from your right earbud to do that. And the best way for me to explain this to you is to actually do a call test. So you're welcome. So what we're trying to do here is to emulate a situation where we're in the coffee shop, and right now is what's coming directly from my camera mic, and now we're using the mics from the earbuds. So what do you guys think? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Does it isolate my voice well, and can you hear this clearly? And now I'm going to turn off the background sound so you can hear it just with the mic itself. So with the background sounds off, this is what it sounds like by itself, coming from the mics right here. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Let me know in the comments below what you think and if it's actually that good. In the end, if you're an audiophile who prioritizes sound over everything else, these are definitely the earbuds that you want to get. The sound on these are amazing, and you're definitely getting what you're paying for with the build quality and design. But if you're on a budget and want to get something that's more rugged and easy to use, the Jabra 65Ts and Bose Sound Sport 3 are definitely worth looking at as well. So in the end, what do you guys think about these earbuds? Do you think it's worth the premium price? Are there better earbuds that you would recommend? And I know that was a lot of information to take in. So if you have any questions at all, please comment below. I'd love to help you out. And really, that's it, my friends. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you in the next review. Bye! And a quick note, I do find that the case is a bit bigger than my Jabra 65Ts, but however, it still fits in my pocket pretty well, but you're just gonna see quite a bulge in your pants.